Former prosecutor Jack Ford. Jack, good morning.
Harry, good to see you.
What does this mean if the medical examiner says there's a homicide involved here? Does it mean the prosecutor has to respond to it in some way?
Not automatically.
Really?
You know, a medical examiner will say, what's the cause of death? Here, he talked about this heart condition, but he also talked about the problems with his neck.
Yeah, some
that
asphyxiation, right?
it looked like he was attacked on the neck. And then they come up and they talk about what's the manner of death. And the manner of death can be natural causes, can be suicide by your own hand, or homicide, which means literally by the hand of another.
Somebody.
Homicide is not automatically a criminal case, but it certainly pushes the prosecution to take a good, long, hard look as to what were the circumstances here and do we need to prosecute this case?
If you're the prosecutor in this case and you hear the family say, you've got this wrong, this is absolutely wrong, you're going way down the wrong road here, we disagree with the medical examiner, if you're the prosecutor, should you or do you have to listen, or does it matter that the family feels this strongly?
You should listen, but you don't have to do what the family says. You know, prosecutors will always reach out to families of victims, and they'll share thoughts with them if they're putting together some sort of plea deal. Nowadays, they will sit down and talk with the family and see if they're okay with it. But even if they're not, that doesn't dictate what a prosecutor will do. But here, you know, you've got some tensions here. You have the family saying, we don't want this to be a criminal case. We don't think it's the way you're describing it here. But on the other side, you have Mark Kerrigan, who's been in a whole lot of trouble before, in jail for assault types of charges. If I'm the prosecutor, I don't think that I can close my eyes to this case.
Because a larger responsibility of the community at
Now, it still
large.
doesn't mean that there's going to be a criminal prosecution, but if I'm the prosecutor, I got to take a good, hard look at it because of that.
How important then is this ongoing evaluation that he's going through in terms of how it's going to weigh in all of this?
Probably important in terms of if they do decide to prosecute him, there may be either a defense. We've heard it reported that he's suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder.
Right.
You know what, that can be an absolute defense to things, or it could certainly at least be a mitigating factor.
Right.
You could go, if I'm his lawyer, I can go to the prosecutor and I say, look at his pattern here, look at his history here. Let's try and resolve this in a fashion that will keep the family happy, also keep you as a prosecutor happy, but reflect what his condition is.
You can feel the anguish of this family, though.
It's
if they're
just a
thinking
terrible
about
case.
here, the patriarch of the family has passed away under very bad circumstances, and looking at the fact that his
Who's the
son
suspect?
might end
His
up
own son.
Horrible. Jack, thanks so much.
All right,
Really
Harry, good to see
appreciate
you.
it. You bet.